Hey guys, what's happening? This is Toastee bringing you guys an OU match on the small gun server, this time against ewwmetagross, or metagross, depending on how you pronounce that. I'm not quite sure, really, honestly. I've had debates about how to pronounce it. But anyways, it ended up being a pretty close match. I'm not going to tell you who wins, because that kind of ruins the point of watching, but we shall commence with the match. I'm leading off with my Mienshao, and he's leading off with his Rotom Wash. I'm going to fake out typical Mienshao move, kind of scout out what kind of Rotom Wash this is. And I can see there's no leftovers recovery, so this is most likely a Choice Scarf variant. So I felt safe to switch into my own Rotom Wash, which at this point in time, it was a bulkier Rotom Wash. I no longer run this set, but just to kind of explain it. But I set up my substitute to see what he's going to do, and he Stealth Rocks, which is a little annoying. My team doesn't really appreciate it, especially Volcarona, since that's the one that's supposed to set up the sweep. But, as you can see, of course I get rolled out into my Volcarona, and that takes a lot of damage from those Stealth Rocks, being, Firebug. It's not the best typing, but it is, but it isn't. It's a blessing and a curse at the same time. But he roars me out in Espeon, and I'm a little bit worried because if I switch out, he could pursue me and kill off my Espeon, and Espeon's supposed to set up my screens. So I'm going to stay in and go for Reflect. And here he said he forgot that, Espeon kind of has Magic Bounce. And he roars himself out into his Fortress. And that's okay with me. I don't really mind this switch. I can set up, I can kill it with an HP Fire. I do run that. And he's just going to be forced with Volt Switch. He can't set up his other hazards. Espeon's a boss. It's going to bounce him right back. And why are cars so noisy? If you guys can hear that, I'm so sorry. But here's just going to U-turn to see, kind of get the switching initiative, see what I'm going to, lay out there. And my Fortress carries Toxic Spikes, I believe, just to kind of wear down the team so Volcarona can go in and sweep, do all that shenanigans. Or if Volcarona, is dead, then Haxorus usually cleans it up very nicely. But I'm a little bit worried about this Kingdra. I don't usually see Kingdras in sand teams, actually. I thought it was a little bit awkward, but ewwmetagross is known for running a little bit weird sets and weird pokes on, different kinds of team, but, it's nothing bad. But I'm going to switch out into Espeon to see what he's going to do. Thinking he's going to Volt Switch. And now, my Espeon that I'm running currently is more bulky than this Espeon. This one was max speed, max special attack, or HP, I can't quite remember. I'm going to set up the last of my screens before I die to U-turn. I didn't think switching out would be a very good idea. I was going to die to entry hazards anyway. So, there was really no point in me doing that. But here he makes a very good play. I make a very, very stupid play. I know he carries the trick. Rotom Washes carry trick with Choice Scarf. What do? I set up a sub. What was I thinking? Like, my logic there was so flawed it wasn't funny. So, I'm forced to switch out. I'm going to switch out in Volcarona. I want to see what move he's going to lock himself into. Oh, wait, that's right. He doesn't have the choice, or if he can't really lock himself in any move, he's free to do whatever. But I'm going to go for the fake out here. I just want some damage on this thing. This Rotom Wash is a pain in the ass. Usually Rotom Washes aren't too bad, but, this match, I was not loving it, that's for sure. But here I go for a high jump kick. What do? I miss, and I crash. So, my luck in this match has kind of, turned around a little bit. It's not looking too good in my favor. And after the Life Orb damage, I am running kind of low on my Mienshao, and I really need to save it. So, I do go for the U-turn to get some, regen. I love Mienshao with regen. It's so good, especially with the U-turning. It's such a good scout. But here I feel safe to send in my Haxorus. I figured I could live a close combat depending on what kind of nature is running was more a part of the cards. And fortunate enough for me, Haxorus lives just by a smidgen, a little smidgen. I am able to get off an Earthquake, and Haxorus is going to die to Sandstorm, unfortunately. And at this point, I said GG. I really didn't think I could pull this through. But you shall watch. If he was running a Choice Scarf variant of Landorus. I forget all these Pokemon names. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time. But I'm going to go straight for the high jump kick. And last but not least, his last poke comes in. And I'm like, please don't miss your high jump kick. Please, 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 Mienshao, don't miss high jump kick. And I managed to pull it through. And I really don't know how I did that. But it went from me thinking I was gonna lose for actually tying up. I thought it was a really decent match. Thank you, ewwmetagross, for playing against me. If you guys like the battle, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, add to your favorites, all that good stuff, what I usually say. And okay, you guys do a favor for me. I have a favor to ask of you guys. You guys need to go sign up for the PU tournament for Poke Fight Club. And in return, I will study my English and relearn how to speak it, because if you guys didn't notice, I stuttered and I forgot words. So I'm going to study English. You go sign up for the PFC tourney. I'll link it below. And you guys have a great day. Stay classy, Poke Fight Club. No, I can't do that. Until next time, guys. Peace out.